our Sacral Authority, our Sacral Response. This is a really, really great practice that we're going to do to get today.
Okay, let's talk about whether I can, whether is it a sort of like a good direction to trust and perhaps work with a friend that I call her friend already, a friend that I just recently met. Yeah, when I was in Bali.
And what's the question?
So whether I feel like I can, develop a further relationship, perhaps a working relationship as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anything else to that, or just okay?
Well, I guess the bit of uh little obstacle, not obstacle, like a little bit of apprehension is that am I trusting too soon?
Mm.
Could it be a form of escapism for me because I'm perhaps avoiding something? There's all this comes from past experiences of wow, when I meet somebody or when I see an opportunity that feels so good, I jump into it, and then only to realize that okay, this is not how it is like. So I felt like I've just wasted a lot of time and money and energy. So kind of like right now in that state of like, I feel like I'm wiser, in terms of discerning, but at the same time, yeah, you can't help it but to have all this past coming up to teach me, certain things. So that's that.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I think you posted your chart, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I can post it.
Looking at your chart real quick here. Ah, I see. Okay. Um, okay. So I'm going to ask you a couple of mundane questions.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you have a blurred background on your Zoom today?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And have you been to Bali?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Bali? Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah. And do you have an open emotional solar plexus?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And did you enjoy connecting with this new person when you were in Bali?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And you're feeling interest, you're curious about your relationship with this person
Mm-hmm.
and how this relationship could go,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're curious is it could be a friendship, there could be a working relationship. So you're wondering what would really be the best type of relationship to have with this person.
Mm-hmm.
And my guess is that underneath that is you're wondering, can I trust this person?
Mm-hmm.
Is this
Mm-hmm.
person trustworthy?
Mm-hmm.
Because you just mentioned that sometimes in the past you've jumped in and then later on you regretted it.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times that makes us a little less confident about moving forward again, right? Yeah. So would it be in your highest good to develop a friendship with this person?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah. So this person could be a good friend to you. They have the capacity to be a good friend. Mhm. And would it be in your highest good to do business with this person?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah. And would it make sense for you to move? This is a thing that we say in trauma work, right? Which is, would it make sense for you to move at the speed of trust, which is basically doing going at the speed where you feel like at every step you can trust this person. Would that be best for you? Is
Mm-hmm.
it possible that this is an opportunity for you to help heal any trauma that you had around past relationships?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And is it possible that that healing could come either because, well, no, let me not say it that way. Let's just say it's possible that healing could come because it could be about you learning to trust yourself mostly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like learning to trust yourself would be beneficial for you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel a little bit like you don't 100% trust yourself because of past experiences?
Mm.
Like you've made decisions to jump in, and then later on you were like, oh gosh, I wish I hadn't done that. So has that disrupted your ability to trust what's true for you a little
Mm.
bit?
Mm.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah. And so is it possible that your fear, let's just call it a fear, or your concern or your worry about that, is coloring your ability to really connect with this person?
Mm.
And is it possible that that's also influencing your ability to trust this person?
Mm.
And is it possible that that doesn't have anything to do with that person?
Mhm.
It's really about you and where you're at and
Mm.
what your experience has been like.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So as you move forward with this relationship, because we just got affirmative for friendship and for business, is it possible, would it be best for you to, as you're doing this, to be really paying attention to what's going on inside of you
Mm.
so that you're really tuning in to, do I have fear from the past? Or is there something really off about this conversation I just had with this person, right? To be able to make, for example, make that distinction. Would that be beneficial for you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So how's this landing?
Yeah, very smooth, very good. In a way, it's giving me a lot of positive encouragement and perhaps affirmation that what I felt about this whole thing was exactly where how you say it. You, in fact, you articulate it even clearer and better. Because the biggest takeaway I get out from this session, I mean, this short session is move at the pace of my trust. Yeah, and it's beautiful. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. I really want to invite you who are here and who are watching the recording later, if this is of interest to you, that you come to our Sacral Skills Lab. It's happening in March. It's 3 Thursdays. It's the 7th, the 14th, and the 21st. This will be a limited period number because I want to be able to work consistently with people over the course of those 3 weeks. And basically, what this is about helping us to understand how the sacral works, about how you can get yourself into a state where you can know if you're working with your sacral. But there'll be lots of practice. It is a lab, right? So I will work one-on-one with people just as you just saw. And you can, it sounds like a lot of you are like, wow, I got a lot just from witnessing that. Everybody will get turns and then practice with each other. Because I think, as you can see, a lot of what makes this work is when you cultivate the art of asking questions. It's not just as simple as asking any old yes, no question, right? It's about being able to dive in to what is being revealed so that it can continue to reveal, right? So it's like diving in, things are revealed, we differentiate, we go, okay, it's not that, it's not that, oh, let's go this way. So that's what I'm doing as the questioner. And so it's important for you to get practice learning how to ask questions and not just being asked. Because then you can ask other people in your life, but also as you're developing more of your skill, you'll be able to ask yourself questions more. And so that's a big part of doing this as well, is being able to develop that art of asking questions. This is really designed to help you master your sacral response. So if what we do today is something that piques your interest and you're like, that's great, and I know I need more practice, because we kind of all do, right? Then that would be a great next step for you.